Grocery shopping is evolving. We no longer have to go into the store to get what we need. We can get delivery or order ahead and have someone put it in our car. Now there's a new way. It's called Grocery Neighbor. And CEO Frank Sinopoli joins us to tell us all about it. Thanks for joining us on Morning Live.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So is this a new spin on the ice cream truck, basically? How's the concept work?
Yeah, it's exactly that. Without the notion of driving around hoping that people will wave us down, we're actually dedicated to neighborhoods that have voted us in that are struggling with inconvenient access to groceries.
Okay, so because there are some streets and neighborhoods that don't allow large trucks. How big is the truck? But again, it's pre-approved by neighborhoods.
Yeah, so the actual store itself is 53 feet. It is pre-approved, but we do have also local partnerships with 28, almost 3,000 locations across Canada that give us arm's length reach access to these neighborhoods that we might not be able to fit in.
Okay, now how do we know the truck is coming?
You're notified as soon as we arrive into the neighborhood, and it gives you the option to digitally queue up so that you don't have to wait around. You can line up in a digital lineup and be notified when it's your turn.
Okay, so you can pre-order your entire grocery list.
If you want to pre-order, or you can just go on to into the store and walk through it just like a traditional grocery store, pick your goods.
Yeah, so how do you physically distance on the truck?
So first of all, the truck is a positive airflow, so the air pressure on the inside is greater than that of the air pressure on the outside. So anything airborne is automatically pushed out. Anything on the outside can't get in. There is disinfectant lighting. The digital lineups mitigate any crowds, so there's no crowding, there's no lineups inside the store or outside the store because it's all through the technology. So we space it out through the technology, and then you aren't actually physically interacting with anybody.
Okay, so tell us what's on the truck. What's the scope of the groceries, and how are they sourced, and do you guarantee freshness?
Yeah, so the scope is we really focus on the outside of the grocery store with a smaller section of the CPG, but it's mostly fresh. Your produce, your dairies, your meats, your breads, and then you have your CPG section, which is much smaller, but really is focused on fresh. Because we're micro format, everything really is fresh. We're not carrying an abundance of produce that's sitting for weeks and then going bad. It really is the freshest of the fresh. It's the best of physical grocery shopping and online. Sorry, go ahead.
What's the costing like, and is there a markup here for this service?
Your costing, you're not going to notice a difference. In some cases, because of the local partnerships, you might find some of the produce is actually cheaper, but our overhead and our operations is much less than a standard grocery store. Remember, this is a mobile store that's autonomous.
So what if you get back into the house and there's an issue, whether it's something spoiled or not to the customer's satisfaction? Are there any guarantees?
Yeah, so first of all, you're picking the products yourself. So in terms of spoiled products, I mean, I highly doubt you're going to grab one. The fact that we're micro format, you know, we have a process that doesn't allow us to carry spoiled goods. I mean, again, we're not holding 1 million apples. We might be holding 150.
Yeah, so how many neighborhoods are you in now, and what's the ambition here? How many neighborhoods do you are targeting to be in, and what's the frequency of visits?
Yeah, so we're actually just in the middle of rolling this out this summer. The target right now, based off of franchise requests and based off of the consumer demand, is to have 100 stores within 3 years and 1,000 within 5.
Okay, well, we will link up the website on this. It certainly sparked some interest. In fact, it won an award last year in global retail trends. So the future of grocery shopping, perhaps. So as Grocery Neighbor, Frank Sinopoli, thanks for sharing this concept with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, quick break. We're back with more Morning Live after this.